palaga, benji palaga, eji mu palaga, eji plenty money for my shokoto. Emana nyiji palaga, benji palaga, eji mu palaga, eji plenty money for my shokoto.
So I've got an interesting and fairly complicated project I'm going to do. So first of all, as you can see here, we've got a canvas. I've used acrylic spray paint, which I tend to like to use now for creating a nice blend there, and there's no brush marks or anything else. So that really helps a lot if you're going to be then painting something on it. But I'm not just painting something on it. This is the first bit. I've prepared this frame and there it is. Now, let me take this away. And underneath, you will see I've got a silicone sheet. There's a shiny side and a matte side. Now, what I'm going to do is, the subject will be an African woman, okay, with a beautiful dress. The dress fabric and her headdress fabric I'm going to make. And when I've finished, hopefully, and I peel it off this, it will feel like wallpaper, almost like cloth. So on this, I'm going to be painting a block here. And the main colour I'm going to be using is this, which is a very nice light blue. Then I'm going to be putting a little dribble of black either side, and I'm going to be dragging it with a wet bit of tissue to create cells. And this, I'm going to be using this black. So to create the cells, we've got some silicone oil in there, and that silicone oil expands, comes to the top and forms little circles. And that's what I'm betting on, because then once we've got this blue and we've got these circles with black, like little circles in there, in the circles, I'm going to use the end of a paintbrush and then dot some orange around. I mean, it might sound, what the heck is he talking about? But, you know, bear with me. It's all going to come in different phases. So this is the very first phase. As far as mixtures go, all of them, the blue, the orange and the black, is part paint, part PVA glue, part Floetrol, which is a paint conditioner. Obviously a touch of water as much as I need, but the only one that's got silicone in that I want to create the cells with is the black. All right, so we've got everything else here prepared. We've got that to be spreading the blue out, and I'm going to be having these are my different swatches of tissue paper, which I will spray or damp down first. So that's the sequence.
Which boy? You don't fight.
Emana nyiji palaga, benji palaga, eji mu palaga, eji plenty money for my shokoto. Emana nyiji palaga, benji palaga, eji mu palaga, eji plenty money for my shokoto.
So, okay, here we are, the next day. So, look, it looks a real mess here, doesn't it? So you'll have seen how we've prepared that material from that acrylic paint. I wanted, here's my African woman, look, and I decided, because obviously I wanted to fit on this here, and so I've got here the, I drew it on some tracing paper. This will be her dress, as you can see, there's a headdress, and so here I've already now cut out from that. We have to be gentle with this. So we have the dress here, and we have the headdress as well, which is there. So that, you know, there we are. We've done that. The rest of it I will draw in as I see fit as we come round and put it on. So that's the tracing paper. We don't need that anymore. I'm going to get rid of all that. And then concentrate on here. I've traced it through already, so I've got an idea of the proportions for the other things. Let's just clear some of this other rubbish out of the way. These are all just little bits, and I can save things like this for other projects that I might need. They're okay. You don't need to throw these things away. They keep. And they don't sort of go any harder or deteriorate at all. So they're away. So here's our, remember our frame that we've already painted on here. So all going well, it should fit about here. So can you see how we're about getting there? Let's put her head in. Headdress in there. So I think all we need to do now is just stick it down, and I'm going to use some PVA glue, or else Elmer's glue. We've got the PVA stuff here, and also some Elmer's, so that might be okay. We could use that maybe. So a little bit of there. So we'll stick that down, and we'll do the headdress, and then I will just draw in these, and I'm going to use something really quite special. It's really hard to get hold of, and that is it's just a black permanent marker pen, and that just gives it this nice clean lines, and it gives it that blackness. And then finally, just to finish off, we'll have some nice earrings here. Not sure whether to do them silver or gold, and then some nice bright red lipstick here. Don't need to bother with the nose, don't need to bother with the eyes, as long as we've got the face shape in there. And I'll take away that terrible benign lump she's got on her neck there, so she doesn't look like she's ready to go on the NHS waiting list, although God knows how long it'd take for her to get that sorted out at this day and age. And then we've more or less finished.
Plenty money for my shokoto. Plenty money for my shokoto. Anu musalambala, oh salambala, my life musalambala.